Hey YouTube, it's Jesus Freak with you once again. I want to talk to you guys about evolution and creation one more time. The reason is because I'm going through YouTube and I see this video called "Is the Big Bang a Bust?" And it comes from the user National Geographic. We pretty much all know who they are. And I'm watching this video and basically it casts a large shadow of doubt on the possibility of the Big Bang. I figured evolutionists are always banging the evidence drum, the science drum, and claiming that science is totally in their corner. So I thought this is a great time to start this discussion. We all know most of the arguments, so I'd just like to ask you guys a few questions here. First and foremost, if you watch the video that I'm going to link up here, you will see that what the byproducts of the Big Bang would have been. And yet, there are many materials within this universe that are common that could not have came from the Big Bang. So, first I'd like to say, where did those materials come from? Where did the iron, silica, and the other elements come from? Also, how can evolution coexist in light of the second law of thermodynamics? How did the material that was compiled that makes this Earth, how did it become so organized? I mean, if you look at the details of the Earth in and of itself is very complex, and yet it seems as though every part of the Earth is put into an organized structure, a structure conducive for life. What amazes me is when you look at the human body seems perfect for the Earth as it is. Our body is waterproof. We are pretty much sun resistant. Our body's tan. We are able to withstand the heat and the cold for the most part. Either we were designed to perfectly blend with the elements of the Earth, or the Earth was designed to complement us. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason why humans and the Earth would be in such perfect harmony. Now I know someone's going to say, well, it's because humans adapted to that environment. Why are we not still adapting to it? Why aren't we seeing tremendous change? We don't. We see small changes. We see adaptation. And you can see that in situations such as a person moves from a northern climate to a southern climate, and the heat is unbearable for them for a while, but eventually they adjust, they acclimate, they adapt, and life becomes a little bit more bearable for them. A person moves to a colder area and they're freezing, but over time they build up a resistance to the cold and they acclimate. Yes, we see this. But we don't see large changes or even medium-sized changes. We don't see that in the animal kingdom. All we see is minor adapting to the environment. I just don't see any need for a belief in evolution. What I believe is evolution is a big lie. And I believe people willingly believe in this big lie because it minimizes their exposure to God. You see, when you believe in God, we believe that we are held accountable. We acknowledge our accountability. But if we don't want to be held accountable for the things we do, the simple solution is to write God out of the equation. And Christians would say, well, God created us, and it's evident. So people took the easy road out, and they said, you know what, let's use science. Mind you, the same science that can be used to help offer evidence of creation, and does so quite often, but let's use science to remove God from our life's equation. That's essentially the reason why people want to believe in evolution. That's my opinion. And I believe from a biblical point of view, it's correct. You see, evolutionists have proposed, not all evolutionists, but some have proposed that life came from a Big Bang. And Christians have always joked and said, yes, I believe in the Big Bang. God said bang and it happened. But a lot of people, a lot of respectable scientists that support evolution have said the Big Bang is what created this universe. Yet we can see that science also refutes that very teaching. So yesterday the Big Bang was fact. Today it's in question. So all of you people that support evolution, that lie and claim that it's a fact, let me ask you, today you say it's a fact, but tomorrow it could be just like the Big Bang Theory. As a matter of fact, it is exactly like the Big Bang Theory. Merely a theory, not proven and unprovable. If you're looking for truth, I suggest you go to the ultimate source. Read the book of Genesis. Read the story of creation. You won't need proof. You won't need false teachings from a scientific community that argues with themselves concerning the creation of the world. I pray that you just go to the Bible, study God's Word, heed God's calling upon your heart. I pray that God blesses each and every one of you more than you'll ever know. I'm certain He already has.